write about. Trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist, am I worth anything or just discount? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
That was great sounds of Watson with Outside on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Preston, with my partner in crime, Long Island raised, Elm City made, Mr. EZ BlueZ. And you already know what time it is. We got the OG Blurred himself, the supervillain, the many, the superhero, the ones that matter, the one, the only, the professor. You know what it is. Three men living in their midlife crisis discussing nerd therapy to get by. This is called Three Nerds Venting. We do have disclaimers for the program. This is pre-recorded. So if we do not touch any subject in a manner of time, if it comes out later or just now, please be noted, this is pre-recorded. Us three do have separate lives we have to maintain. So we just do it out of fun, out of pleasure, and we just have a blast doing this and having a great conversation with you guys. And the other disclaimer is if we all seen it, we will talk about it. So we do give spoilers. We don't give slight spoilers. We don't give teases. We give the full-on spoiler. If we saw the product, we will talk about it. This is your only disclaimer, your only notice. You're going to get it throughout the whole program. So if you see us talking about something you haven't seen it, please stop the program and then come back to us. That's it. My favorite segment, overrated, underrated, waste of time. Movie soundtracks.
Okay.
Movie soundtracks. Overrated, underrated, waste of time. Movie soundtracks. I'll go first.
Can I go first?
Oh, you want to go first?
Okay.
Oh,
Professor,
yeah, go first. But go ahead. Go ahead.
You want? No.
No.
Professor, by all
right.
means, you're ready.
Okay. Disney edition.
Disney edition. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Overrated. Frozen. I can let it go so many times.
Hey, now that's a different show.
I can let it go so many times. I can't think of another song in that movie. None of them. I can't think of another one. Can you think of it? I don't think the world at large can think of another song besides that overplayed. And I love that movie. I love the original story of the Ice Queen myself, but it was brutal. But
okay.
I actually can think of another song, and only because of the Deadpool connection. Yes. Do you want to build a snowman? Because it sounds exactly
okay. All right.
It sounds exactly like the song from Papa, Can You Hear Me?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Solid,
other than that. So, all right, I'll get those two songs, but I can't think of another song in that movie. Anyway, my underrated.
You're underrated.
Now listen. I've only bought one soundtrack in my entire life.
One soundtrack. Two.
Okay.
I bought the Superfly soundtrack because Curtis Mayfield is the bomb. Okay, and his hands was all over that. Right, that soundtrack was brilliant. Freddie's Dead, one of my favorite. Man, listen, that song is amazing. Look it up, folks. It's amazing. And the Grease soundtrack. I bought the Grease soundtrack. That soundtrack was fire.
It was.
I knew all the words to Grease Lightning. And I was a kid when I bought this album.
Right.
So, I think I was in middle school. I think when I saved up some money to buy this soundtrack. But Aladdin, that soundtrack, the Aladdin soundtrack. Every song was a banger. Every song.
Mm-hmm.
Like even every song was a banger.
Yeah.
Folks, if you don't go on YouTube and listen to the Aladdin soundtrack. Every song was a banger. And then the people that did that sang the actual versions from the actual show, the movie, they were amazing. Mm-hmm. So you had, man, listen, that soundtrack was fire. Whew. And now my waste of time, the Hercules soundtrack.
Sir!
Hercules soundtrack.
Sir!
Really?
Listen.
Sir!
Wow.
Listen. I knew. I say that's what I was. That's what I was waiting for. Right there. Right there. That
Oh
type
my
of
goodness.
yes. Listen,
Okay.
the muses were amazing. The muses were amazing. I respect them. I thought they were fantastic. Anything else can go though. Everything else in that movie, every other song could kick rocks. That song that Megara was singing, I can't stand her. I never liked her when I first saw her. I couldn't stand her. And then that, oh no, yeah, oh no, you can't sing, lady. Knock it off. That oh my gosh, that one song ruined the whole movie for me. That one song. You were evil, and that's all there is to it. You're lucky he saved you at the end. Knock it off. But yeah, the Hercules soundtrack, no thank you. I'll pass on that one. That's it. I knew it was.
Shoo.
Wow, that one hurt. That one hurt. I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry, muses. I'm sorry, muses. But
Muses were the best part of the.
They were. They were fantastic.
Amazing.
Oh man, that
gave it that Little Shop of Horror feel.
Did your kids?
Right.
Did your kids overplay Hercules?
I did with them. We we watched this so many times.
I see.
Between that, Aladdin, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That was one of my favorite movies we watched. But we had like this whole Disney thing where that's all we were watching. One time, like we would like marathon the Disney. So we had like 2 marathons. We had the Kung Fu marathon, with, Master Killer and 5 Deadly Venoms, et cetera, and then we had a Disney one. And yeah, let me tell you. And then when Marvel came out, we started doing a Marvel marathon.
Nice.
But Aladdin, Hercules, and Frozen, and all those Bed Knobs and Broomsticks had to be in there.
Broomsticks.
You remember that?
Of course I did.
Oh my goodness, Mary Poppins. We had that one. We would watch that twice sometimes because it was so good.
Yep.
But yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry, Hercules. You're my waste of time.
Whew.
I'm sick of that soundtrack. Sorry, muses. Y'all were dope. Oh, there you go.
I don't know if I can follow that one.
Where?
Oh man. I'll go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. This may be an unpopular opinion. My overrated is The Bodyguard.
Okay.
Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. That is my overrated.
Okay.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call.
I appreciate that.
Great call. Great call.
I have
Whitney Houston. Great call.
I have an underrated, but I have an honorable mention for my underrated. Okay?
All right. So give us both.
I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay. Give us all 3.
Because I really like these films. My underrated movie soundtrack is Tron Legacy.
Okay.
With Daft Punk, and just like going in, just it felt perfect with that world of Tron. Going real nerdy right here. That's my underrated.
Okay.
My 2 honorable mentions for underrated music. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, 2010. That had a great soundtrack. That whole the film was the soundtrack. You know, it's like every song they played went well with that film. Yep. And Into the Spider-Verse. That had a great soundtrack because did different amount of songs fit with the scenes. So those are my that's underrated picks. Wasted Time was hard for me. It was really hard. I feel there's more overrated picks and a lot of underrated music when it comes to movie soundtracks. But
you can borrow Hercules and piggyback off of Hercules.
I'm not going to piggyback off Hercules because I love Hercules. I love Hercules. But for my list, I gotta go maybe 2016 Suicide Squad. It was just a rehash of popular songs. It was a rehash of Eminem Without Me and all that. Maybe that's a waste of time for me. You know, don't piggyback what Guardians of the Galaxy did. Do your own thing when it came to the 2016 Suicide Squad movie. They kept on rehashing different popular trendy songs for me. And I think that's about it when it comes to a waste of time. Maybe I'll go over there even with the I can't even say Daredevil because Daredevil had some good movies. Like Wake Me Back to Life, like that was really good by FNF. That was 2003 Daredevil soundtrack. You know, I'll pick that back as overrated in my opinion because Bring Me Back to Life, that's an overrated song, but it's a good song. Yeah, my underrated is Suicide Squad 2016 because I can't think of a real waste of time pick. So those are my three.
Okay. All right. I guess I will try to follow those. Those are interesting picks.
Yeah.
My overrated, who could also be my waste of time, but it'd be my overrated.
Okay.
Is the damn Titanic soundtrack.
Titanic soundtrack.
I don't care if you are near, far.
I gotta put that as my waste of time.
Titanic. You have absolutely. I absolutely hate that song. It's. I've never seen the movie. I don't care.
You never saw Titanic?
No, I saw the scene with the sketching. That's all that I needed to see. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
I knew how it was going to end because history. So I didn't really care that much about the film. Plus, enough people had gone to see it that I didn't have to.
Fair enough.
My I'm going to waste time because I really want to talk about my underrated a lot.
All right,
because it's one of my favorite soundtracks. But my waste of time is actually The Last Action Hero had one of the worst soundtracks.
Wow.
Oh, Schwarzenegger, Last Action Hero? That was a good movie.
Yeah, but the soundtrack wasn't good.
Really? I gotta watch it again. That's interesting. That's really interesting, Easy.
Well, I'm not a fan of, and they had some banger artists on there. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't like it. And I also don't like a lot of like the '80s stuff anyway. But I was just not really a fan of that particular soundtrack. That being said, my favorite soundtrack of all time, which will forever be an underrated soundtrack off of an underrated movie, was the Judgment Night soundtrack. Judgment Night soundtrack is by far one of the best soundtracks of all time. It took hip hop acts and rock acts and put them together, where you had like Teenage Fan Club and De La Soul. You had Helmet and House of Pain. You had Onyx, and I forgot who Onyx was with. Biohazard. Onyx and Biohazard.
Okay.
You had, all these incredible. You had Cypress Hill and Pearl Jam. So incredible. These songs. You had
Judgment Night. What was that about?
Judgment Night was a movie about these friends that were going in to see like a sporting event.
Okay.
And they get like a luxury van, and they wind up in the wrong side of the area, and they run into like this super villain of Dennis Leary, who stalks these guys and tries to kill them and kill their friendship.
I never saw that.
It was really good.
Never saw that.
Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it. Dennis Leary. Emilio Estevez.
All right.
Yeah, it's a really
good
the
soundtrack is so good because it's so different. It is the birth of rap rock. Is that particular soundtrack?
I'll check it out.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, but think we all got some interesting picks over here. Professor kind of broke my heart with Hercules.
It's all right. I kind of
broke. It was hard. It was hard for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the ways the time was hard for Disney.
Oh no,
I wanted to do the Disney theme.
Yeah,
but that was the one movie where, like, I wanted so bad to fast forward through the different songs, and just let the muse sing every song. But my daughter's like, "No, we gotta hear Megara. She's like really sad." And I'm like, "Oh my god, why? I can't stand Megara. Oh my goodness."
Let's move
That's
on.
The one character character. Go ahead. Oh,
No. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. You
no.
had
It's
an
just,
amazing thought.
you know how, and this goes to the writing of
Yeah.
this movie, um, and the choice of actress to be the voice actor. And I don't remember who it is, but I know I hated her voice, and I know I hated that song, and I know that her betraying Hercules, he should have never gave her a shot after that. I would have left her in the river Styx, but that's me. We can go on.
Wow.
Oh,
Whew. What trend or trends is normalized in today's culture that you were made fun of or criticized as a child? What popular trend
I'll
or
be
trend?
honest, man. I was picked on a lot for comic books, bro.
Okay.
I was picked on a lot for comic books. I had one of the memberships to the comic book shop. Every Tuesday the fresh comics would drop out, and I'd had my certain ones that were able to be picked out, different things like that. But yeah, I was picked on for a lot of the stuff that people are enjoying right now. Like, oh, look at this geek, he likes comic books. Yeah, so do you. Look at your television.
That's one. Okay. Comic books. All right, I'll go. I think Fess is in a deep thought. I thought Fess was gonna say something. But I think for me, I'm not big into the genre. I'm not big into the genre at all. But I did get made fun of for watching anime.
Okay.
And now it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. They
Yeah,
thought it was
that hurts.
weird. They thought it was, it's something that I shouldn't watch. I was wasting my time on it. And then now it's like a cultural phenomenon. You have kids as young, I say like 8 or 9, to my knowledge, watching it.
Right.
Generations after me and before me are watching it. It's crazy. I guess there's something for everyone. So you say comic books, I say anime, and I'm not big into the genre as I want to be. There's other things that interest me more, but it was anime when I was watching. Oh, and I got one other one for personal for me. Professional wrestling. I think that's in
Yeah.
a more mainstream scale right now. I got made fun of for
Yeah.
watching wrestling
Yeah.
when I was
I can
little.
see that.
Now
You're a streaming wrestling icon.
it's everywhere.
So
It's
are
everywhere.
you. So are you, sir. Let's talk about you,
they're on
though.
ESPN now, so it's insane. It's definitely insane.
No, that's very true. And I'd actually like to take a second to say, I actually got picked on a lot for liking hip hop as a kid, because I look like the way that I look, and I had big dorky glasses on, and I was but here I was, blasted out Run DMC, and I knew all the words to every Beastie Boys track that was out there, and LL Cool J's Badder and Deffer were just such an incredible record. Fear of a Black Planet is such an incredible record. And here I'm listening to him, while I'm in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, while other kids are listening to the radio, and I couldn't stand the radio. The radio was playing some of the biggest garbage I'd ever heard. And here we are hearing real stories and real plots again, and real, getting some real life put back in there. But yeah, man, I even some of like my mother's boyfriends that, weren't all phenomenal human beings in society, don't get me wrong, but they would bust my chops like hardcore. I'd be like, I want to be a musician and I want to be into hip hop. And they'd be like, yeah, you're never going to get a job. Like, you should learn the saxophone.
I mean, best are all you now.
He's taking notes.
Me being an OG blurred, I struggled a little bit, but I had siblings that could fight, so and I could fight, so but Saturday morning cartoons. Like, I love that.
You got made fun of watching Saturday morning cartoons?
Yes, because I was the whole deal. Like, I read comic books. I knew, I was starting off with anime back then. Like, I was heavy into anime back early 80s.
Yeah, of course.
Like, you know what I mean? When I discovered that Battle of the Planets was just a watered down gotcha man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When I discovered that, I was like, oh, snap. And my whole world just, but watching Saturday morning cartoons. And I gravitated to the ones that a lot of kids really didn't want to watch. Like, I'll be honest, Sailor Moon was dope. It was anime, right? They had like these Shogun Warrior ones that were out. They had like Tranzor Z, and they had like which was dope. They had a Guy King one, but they had like these really obscure ones. And I love the other ones, the Super Friends and the Thundercats and all that. I loved all those too, but it was like some of the more obscure ones that I really, really dug. And I used to get made fun of because nobody else apparently was like watching in and tuning into those. So I'll take that. I'll take it. It's fine. But Saturday morning cartoons was like, I think I might have gotten into a fist fight over a Saturday morning cartoon. Because I thought that Space Ghost was dope. And you know what I mean?
That's so great. Like, and it's so interesting because that was actually one of my other soundtracks that I did want to mention is the Saturday morning cartoon soundtrack. If anyone's ever heard it, it's
goodness.
got Sublime, and it's got all of these incredible artists.
You put me up to that soundtrack.
Yeah,
you put me up. Yeah, you put me onto that.
Soundtrack is dope. If you have the opportunity, you check out the Saturday morning cartoon soundtrack and you check out the Judgment Night soundtrack. You will be a happy camper.
But yeah, Happy Camper on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven, Preston, Easy, and the OG Blurred himself, the Professor. My apologies, man. I know I cut you off. I just had to say the tag.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. My honorable mention though was funny. It's adulting. Adult. I used to like.
I gotta hear this story.
I used to see adults in my life, right? Struggling, like my mom and my uncles and whoever. And I used to look at them like, y'all doing too much. Y'all working too hard. Now I get it. now I get it. And I'm in a great position because I have children that have become adults. Like my daughter's now an adult, and my oldest son, he's an adult. But I get to tell these wonderful stories about stuff I went through becoming an adult. And it's like they honestly have it good because they have people aren't like I lost my mom and I lost my mom like years ago. Back when I just got out of the military. Oh. So I think I was like 22. So I just jumped right into adulting, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was really real. It was really like I had nobody to go stay with and, come back home and stuff like that. And it was hard. It was hard, but I learned good lessons. But I used to I remember laughing at my mom. I'm like, Mom, why are you working so hard? Like, why are you doing that? You look frustrated. You look exhausted. I get you, Mom. I get it. I feel you.
Right.
So kids don't be rushing to
don't be rushing to grow up.
Don't rush to grow up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stay a kid.
Enjoy the time you have.
Actually, Nick Fiasco said that last night at the show. He said that everyone needs to stay a child as much as possible.
Oh yeah, as long as possible. I tell my students all the time. I'm like, listen, you don't want this smoke, this adulting smoke. Don't rush to it.
Yeah.
Don't rush to it. It's not worth it. It's when you get there, you'll get there, but don't rush it. Don't, please. So yeah, that's mine.
Well, we got less than half an hour to be a kid again. So let's continue on with the program. Eyes of Wakanda. What do we think about it? I liked it. For what it was, I liked it. I liked, even though it was short, I felt it was needed to be short. I liked every episode. I love what they did with Iron Fist. I thought that was great. And I got no complaints. I felt this was a Ryan Coogler project that should have been a lot more promoted. And this is crazy because we actually got to see a little bit more of Wakanda, because I feel the past two Black Panther films were Wakanda less than Wakanda Forever, because there's so much within the city that you can learn about. Like, I would like to see a standalone Black Panther film just within the city of Wakanda, because you can learn much about the city, the history, the architecture, and there's different villains within Wakanda. I wouldn't mind seeing M'Baku as a villain. That would be pretty awesome to see, like a little Civil War territory. You could see much more of just the people and the culture over there. I think that could have be an interesting concept, but I can go on and on and on. But what I loved about this is we learned more about the country itself and the war dogs, which I thought was really cool to see. And it was a nice, I think it was a nice little redemption arc. I have no problems with Wakanda Forever, just because everything that happened, it was out of their control. But kudos to Ryan Coogler and company. I thought he did a phenomenal job with those 4 animated episodes.
My biggest issue with the whole thing is my biggest issue with Ironheart. It's what my biggest issue with a lot of the stuff. Where's the promo? Where's the big deal behind it? Like these are some key principles, some key things that are going on in your universe.
Right.
You should be promoted as high as possible. And not only that, but these are in franchises that come for, the minority aspect, and these are the markets that are completely open. It makes no sense that you're not investing in these markets. It makes absolutely no sense that you're not making the money to double down and triple down. So not just that you have this one good thing that Disney put out that they happen to release on their streaming channel, and they have out. But what about the inspiration for the next one? What about the next one? You're not building a culture to let these other films come through and stuff like that. You're keeping with that Hollywood nonsense that we were talking about earlier. You're keeping with that formulaic baloney. Trying to keep my language clean.
I understand.
But that's what you come down to, and you're robbing us of all of this original thought and ideas. You're robbing us of this just so you can encourage, a paycheck, when if you would have put a third of the promotional money you put into Agatha All Along,
or Echo,
which
was not good in my opinion. I did not like Echo.
Put a third of that marketing budget into Wakanda for right now, or
brain fart.
Yeah, my brain just shut off completely. Or for Ironheart. Like, Ironheart to me was a complete and total miss. Not because it was bad, because I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was
it was a miss because it was not promoted correctly. It's
right.
I can't stand the dude as a human being, but Kid Rock had said it the best. If it's good, you'll hear it. If it's marketed right, you'll buy it. But if it's real, you'll feel it. And these are some projects that have been real, that have not been getting the publicity necessary, the marketing necessary to really not rock into that next enchilada. So,
Professor, your thoughts?
I thought Eyes of Wakanda was fantastic. They did a lot of things right, and one of the main things was they kept away from Wakandan royalty. You notice that, right? Except for that one prince in that one of the last episodes. But as far as like the focus wasn't on them at all.
right.
It was on the Wakandans that were doing the hard jobs, the spy work, right? And you saw that network, and that was phenomenal. I thought that was brilliant. They also paid off something in what I thought was genius. They paid off something that happened in the first Black Panther, the whole thing with Killmonger finding that axe and stuff in the museum. I like what they did there. That was brilliant. How they if that doesn't happen in history, this is what the effect is going to be. And you saw that future where, right? So I was like, wow. I was really, really impressed how they were like tying a lot of things together. Yes, the Iron Fist thing was brilliant because we know the Iron Fist and comes all the way back to the BC. The ancient Avengers, right? They some of the first group of Avengers, the 10,000 BC Avengers. You know what I mean? There was an Iron Fist there, so it has this long storied history. The mention of the Phoenix Force. I mean, it was so many different things that I thought that was done well and brilliantly, and being able to see like the different parts of Wakanda, like those monorails that are in that take things from place to place. Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. The whole thing with this is one of my favorite episodes. The whole thing with him rolling with Achilles.
Yep.
And you saw how Achilles' heel was, right?
I like that. I like that episode.
You saw that tie-in?
Yeah.
Like it was like, boom. Now I loved it. I loved it. It was done well, so well that I'm really looking forward to the next Black Panther movie. Because my thoughts is if they don't make mention of some of the characters in their history, you know what I mean? I think that would be a total misstep because I'm looking at it as, them putting pieces together. And yes, they didn't give it a lot of press like they should have.
Right.
But I will tell you something. And this is a testament to Ryan Coogler and all the moving pieces to get that out. Ironheart included. Those shows did well in spite of it.
Yeah.
In spite of
says a lot.
Not having the right press.
It says a lot.
Right? Those shows, it says a lot. And Disney, I'm sorry you played yourself. You should have done the press like you were supposed to, because those shows were magnificent in spite of your lack of supporting, and I'll call it support. It's just not enough just putting it out. No, you have to support this. Like the whole, how people knew that whole song from Agatha all along months before the show even came out. Right?
Yeah.
The fact
and
that
we're not saying anything negative
about,
against Agatha all along. We love
not
the
at
show.
all.
It was a good show.
Yeah, the show was great. Even the Daredevil thing, we knew what 2-3 years before they put it out.
At least 2-3 years before they even started filming.
Yeah.
You already know about the Punisher presentation next year.
Yes. Like, come on, y'all couldn't do that for us. Y'all couldn't do that for us. Y'all really couldn't do that for Ryan, and he keep giving y'all hits. Like, how many hits do we have to give you?
Yeah.
Seriously.
The record speaks for itself. He's a $1 billion director.
Yes.
$1 billion.
Yes. Like y'all couldn't give his stuff some shine. Like, really? We're doing that? Well, I'll tell you what, Disney, he's still gonna be great in spite of it. The shows are gonna still hit in spite of it. All right? Again, Eyes of Wakanda gave me what I was looking for.
It was really good.
It really was good. Yeah. It gave me exactly what each storyline was phenomenal. Each character they introduced was phenomenal. And then the great tie-in on the last episode, I loved it. So well done, Eyes of Wakanda. I'm Mr. Coogler. I'm almost 100% forgiving you. Almost. You're getting there, sir. You're getting there.
I think Black Panther 3 is going to be good. I don't think Denzel Washington is going to be a minor role, though. I think he's going to play a big role in it because you just can't have Denzel Washington. So? I think he should play the villain Bashinga. He would be good for that. He would be good playing a villain. Denzel is definitely a very good villain. Use him wisely, and that way you can explore more of the city of Wakanda. I feel it should be a Wakandan story. Stick with that. Do not go outside of the seas and the Namor or any of that. Just explore the city itself. Know more about the people, the culture, and let me learn some stuff. More stuff that I learned in Eyes of Wakanda. I think that's a smart move to play, especially with the whole,
That'll be dope.
with Mephisto and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Denzel can knock it out the park as a villain if he's on his retirement tour. So what he says, but we're getting a lot of Marvel projects coming out this year. Marvel Zombies is going to be coming out within, I think, a month, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys read the Marvel Zombie comics, but pretty gruesome. They say they're going to get bloody. They say they're going to be TVMA. As fans of comic books and just fantasy in general, what are some stuff that you would like to see in this project? And what are some stuff that you don't want to see? I just want to know you guys' thoughts. It's just it's a freestyle.
Can I before I go into that? Can I?
Yeah.
Can I, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I gotta correct you. I'm sorry.
Correct
because
me.
it bothered me because you said it before. I gotta say something. He can't play Bashenga because Bashenga was never a villain. He was never a villain.
Okay.
So
All right.
if he's gonna play Bashenga, it would be fantastic. So Bashenga was the first Black Panther who found the heart-shaped herb, and he was the one that united the four different factions.
No. Oh, you're right. You're right. And I'm happy you corrected it. It was the Achibe or something like. I forgot the name.
Achibe. Yeah, Achibe.
That's the name I was thinking about. Achibe.
Yeah.
Achibe.
Because I'm excited when you said he should play Bashenga. I was like, yes. Only he can pull that together. They might have to.
No,
CG
he
a little
can play good Bashenga too, but Achibe I was
it
thinking
would be amazing. That would be interesting. I would be interested to see that because that would be
because he's the right. Yeah, he can kill that role because he's a great villain. He's versatile. He has range. He's Denzel Washington.
Oh, dang it! If that's
He'd
gonna
be
be
a
his
good
last
Achibe.
role, I didn't want him to be. I didn't want to see him go out as a bad guy, but whatever way he does it, he'll kill it.
He's
He'll
gonna
kill it
knock
one
it out
way
the
or the
park.
other.
He's gonna knock it out the park. That's what I'm saying. Like for you, if it's Bashenga, I think it's gonna be a minor role. I don't want him in a minor role.
And you want him in a bigger, that makes sense.
Like for a Marvel film, his first like comic book movie. Like I want him in a big role before he goes out and and retires, as he should go on his own terms. Yeah.
If it's Achibe, that would be you know what? Good call.
Nah, you guys can say what you want. This is an open conversation. There's no judgment zone conversation. I just don't want Denzel Washington, a major
he's
star.
The last person I would think that would, because he would kill that role.
He would kill it as a villain.
Yes,
Especially you got Sacha Baron
now.
Cohen as Mephisto. It works well. It can blend it with it, and you got Ironheart too. It just makes the most sense if that's the direction they're really going in. Because they already got their Mephisto, Achibe.
Right. And that character because he's so like cerebral and such a amazing strategist and stuff, he could be the one that could be tearing down Wakanda.
And people are not even know it, starting wars within the
yes.
you know what I mean? Like especially in the political scene, you can definitely see it. It just works well.
There's a little bit of like because you're also into like divinity. There's a little bit of
it just works.
But it would work so
because if I have Denzel Washington in a film, which I want to make $1 billion in his first Marvel film, I would use it. I would use him in that role. I'm not gonna mind. It's like if you give me an all-star player, I'm not gonna just put him on the bench. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my goodness, that would be brilliant. You, sir, have my utmost respect, as you always do, but that was a good casting. That would be perfect. Because it got me thinking about that character, and yes, he could kill that character.
Yeah, he's a great villain. And I'm not even talking about Training Day. I'm not even talking about Training Day.
No,
Denzel
but
can
he
play
could
a great villain. Period.
Yep.
He's that good.
The character is manipulative.
Exactly.
The character is a brilliant military
Charming, too.
strategist.
And Denzel
so
can
very
be
charming. Yes.
Denzel can be charming.
And he can fight. Like, he
Yeah.
can fight on top of that. Denzel can knock
There's
this
a
out.
lot of movies where you see Denzel fight.
Sir.
Oh yeah,
That was a perfect casting. I'm sorry.
Equalizer.
I'm sorry. I wanted him to be Bashenga, but that is a better casting. A much holy crap. That would be
and
amazing.
It'll be a better fight than going
and I don't want to see him
Namor.
once. That's my problem. I don't want to just see him the one time. I want to see him continue because he can kill that role.
Yeah, he can film multiple
moly.
scenes, and they can editing and whatnot, it can go on to other projects, but yeah.
Well done.
You got me messed up now.
Well done.
I'm
Well
just
done.
saying. I'm just saying, if I got an all-star player, I'm putting him on the court. I'm not putting him on the bench.
No, it makes sense. Makes sense. And give him a part that he can sink his teeth into.
That's what I'm saying.
He could do that.
I know we can on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven, but we got a little bit we got about, I'm going to extend a little time, about 12 minutes. A lot of Marvel stuff is going to be coming out. I'm really excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day with Punisher and Hulk being part of the cast. I'm happy Punisher has his van, which I'm really excited about. And I think my only problem, I don't think they're going to ruin it, though. But a Punisher being in a PG-13 movie, especially with a perfect Punisher with John Berthal.
I think it'll work.
I think it'll work because you got the great actors of Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's it.
Because they have the great chemistry with each other. They know each other very well. They're going to be in Odyssey next year with Christopher Nolan. So they have great chemistry with each other. And that's just my only...
Are we going to stay away from the Marvel Zombies?
No, we're still going to talk about it. We're still going to talk about it. I'm just highlighting it. I'm just highlighting that.
Yeah, right.
But I am excited for Marvel Zombies. It's going to be coming out in the next month. I think September 24th is going to be the date.
Yep.
I believe. And I'm excited. I know it's not going to be based off the comic book. It's going to be more MCU related, which I'm okay with.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a continuation, like when of that What If episode where they go to Wakanda and you see the zombies and you see the zombie Thanos with the gauntlet in his hand. So they're going to continue from that story with Spider-Man and Ant-Man and Black Panther within there. I have a couple questions. Who's going to play Chadwick's role? I got some other questions. How bloody are they going to be? Mm-hmm. I think after seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, I think they're going to push some boundaries.
They should.
I'm kind of interested into seeing some of the new zombies. I'm kind of interested. I hope Scarlet Witch is a major villain within the Marvel Zombies lore because she survived that What If episode. Yep, so, I think that'll be pretty cool. I know I don't know, but I've seen online because you see different pictures online. You don't know which is official yet. There's gonna be like a Captain Marvel villain for a zombie. I think that'll be pretty cool. So there's a lot of stuff that we expect to see. Will we see X-Men characters? This is an animated world. They can play.
I think we should.
With different worlds.
I think we should.
They can play with it. They don't have to necessarily go strictly MCU. There's a lot they can toy with.
They have the direction that they can go with this.
Mm-hmm.
It can
crazy.
tie. It's crazy, right? It can tie into. I just thought about it. They better do this. If they don't do this, it would be a misstep. So when the Black Panther T'Challa came back to life, he came back not going through Bast because he was already, the Black Panther, but but he came back as the King of the Dead. I think I mentioned this on like one other episode that we spoke about, right? So in Doomsday, this is a good opportunity to use that character,
Right.
that King of the Dead T'Challa. One, to bring him back to the world, right? Recast it, which that'd be dope. But this also gives them an opportunity to utilize that, because him controlling the Marvel zombies was how they were able to, hold off Emperor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That they were like integral to
Right.
the defeat of Emperor Doom. So that would be a good segue. Like, boom, this happened. This is actually in the MCU. Now you're gonna see a piece of it, because, like I said, if I'm hearing rumblings that they are also gonna do, like I mentioned, the Thor core, that would be dope. If they have the Thor core, you have all the pieces already. So why not? But I think with the Marvel zombies and stuff, and the amazing stuff we saw in the What If episode, if they could just pull that off and tie it into that, to Doomsday, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. This movie could essentially write itself. You know what I mean? And you got the great Russo brothers at the helm. So I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm skeptical because, look, where are they going to go with this type of thing? They're not going to stick to what was written in the comic. They're not going to go with the source material. So I'm really skeptical about where they can go with it. Yes, the picture in which you paint of a professor really does make me feel a little bit better. But this is Marvel. And, yes, every time we have said for the past how many years, they just need to do it like this, and then they don't do it like this, and it becomes bad, and then it becomes really bad. And that's just what I have a feeling they're going to put a bunch of promo and press behind this, and it's not going to live up to expectations of an Ironheart or of an Eyes of Wakanda, and this is I leaves me with the I don't understand why they're doing it and not focusing the right way, focusing the right,
because they keep having a problem paying the damn writers. Excuse me, the darn writers. Excuse me, sorry about that. They have a problem paying the writers. The closest they
Right. Go ahead.
the Fantastic Four, right? The Fantastic Four was a love letter to Jack Kirby.
It was. It was great.
Instantly, right?
It was great.
And
100%.
they used a lot of the material from the source material, and they incorporated it in, and it worked. It worked. You can continue to do this, Marvel. Continue to do this. It will work for you. We're not saying do like a carbon copy, but the whole scenario with Iron Man in the first one, it was very reminiscent of, the war was different. It was like the Vietnam War originally in the comic book, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? If the formula is working, if the formula works,
use it.
Pay the writers.
Of course.
That was that problem that they had with
Agreed.
Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet and Endgame. That was the problem with that. The Infinity War would have worked better. The Endgame would have worked, and they were both great. But they would have been so much better if you didn't take off Jim Starlin.
right.
Give him, you know what I'm saying? Pay them. That's, they had to pay him a little bit just for using the whole Infinity Stone thing, and right, yeah, I got that. But borrow some of the material too, a little bit.
Yeah.
It would have been so much better, and it was fantastic. But it would have been so much better.
Yeah,
The
I
Captain
agree.
Marvel movie, that would have been so much better if they had introduced Marvel back then, right?
Yep.
If they had introduced Marvel back then and then played they didn't have to have him as the central character. That's fine, but at least play through his story and then get to the part, where he died and, whatever. And then instead of having, who I like, Annette Bening, I like her, but her character was supposed to be Marvel.
Right.
That was, you could have played through that. It would have worked. It would have been fine. And then just give her powers and show how whatever. But they didn't want to pay the writers. So now fast forwarding into this whole, Doomsday thing and, Secret Wars and all that, you have a wonderful opportunity. You have wonderful writers
Mhm.
You can take a bit of the, the 90s Secret Wars and a bit of the 2015 Secret Wars, mash them together, blend, do whatever you got to do. But it will work. Don't be afraid. You don't need, because this, I'm talking to you, Disney. Disney has this weird formula that they do, and I never liked it. Was they would take a story that's public domain, like they did with a lot of the stories, that the original stories that they made movies of, and they rewrite the story a little bit,
Right.
because they didn't have to pay, and then add a soundtrack and change the way the character, whatever. That formula works,
Mhm.
but you don't have to do that now.
No.
You don't have to do that. Take a chance.
Mhm.
You're a money-making machine, Disney, Marvel. You're a money-making machine. Pay the writers. Give the fans what they want. You're also introducing new people to it, but take the chance at least.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's my only gripe with it is I want to see Secret Wars and Doomsday be the best it can be.
Right.
Fantastic Four was amazing.
It was.
You can do it. Take the chance.
I think
That's it.
the movies will be good. I don't think it's not going to be based off the comic book at all. And this is what I'm going to say to close this out. It's not. But I think they're going to tell an original story, and I think it's going to be paid homage to the comic. I think we're going to see some good scenes based on some iconic pages from Doctor Doom and Secret Wars, because Doomsday is all original, and I think this is going to be a Doom story. And obviously, he's going to be victorious. I'm seeing a lot of deaths, just like Infinity War, but not with a snap, like gone forever. Because this is Doctor Doom, and in his world, he's right. He is definitely right. So I'm definitely seeing a victorious story from Victor Von Doom. A lot of heroes are going to be put their back against the wall because this is a force they're really unfamiliar with. So I think they're going to treat this character with a whole lot of respect. Like, this is Doom's story. It's not going to be an origin story. It's going to be a story of why he's so powerful and why you should be worried about him.
Right.
So
And he can't be a one and done.
It's not going to. He's not going to be a one and done.
He needs to be around for
can't be.
long.
I think he's going to be
You
around
can't get rid of
forever.
Dr. Doom.
I think
Yeah.
they're learning from their mistakes, because I think this is the year 2025. They're going to have, because we had a lot of Marvel content this year, and I think from now on, from what I read from different articles, is that it's coming to a close. It's going to give you less content, but focus more on stories and quality. Because I know you mentioned about the writers, but they got the writers from Loki doing Doomsday and Secret Wars. So I think it's in a good direction. So I'm looking forward to that. And we have come to a close. 3 Nerds. I appreciate this conversation, guys. I appreciate everyone listening, giving us a chance. We appreciate you on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Preston, Long Island Raised, Elm City, Maine, Mr. Easy Blues, and the OG Blurred himself, supervillain to many, superhero to the ones that matter, the Professor. We appreciate you, and you guys stay safe. Take care.
Wondering what to write about, trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist, am I worth anything or just a scout? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.